What's up? Grand Rising. Because it is a Grand Rising. Don't mind me. Might be a little diatomaceous earth on the desk. Oh, hold on. Getting myself. Wow. Gonna do it again. Gonna do it again. And make sure you're connected. Writings on the wall. You might find something you might find. Interesting. You singing too, Baba? All right. Check y'all brakes, man. I don't know who that's for, but check your brakes. If you've been meaning to replace them, you might want to do that. Like, for real. Check on something. Lord have mercy. Lord. All right. A little public service announcement. Today, the Supreme Court hears arguments on redistricting in the state of Louisiana. And guess what? Y'all should pay attention. Y'all should be writing in, especially if you live down there, especially if you a person of color. I've personally had some interesting sentiments for a while about the state, but boy, I tell you, I wouldn't be down there. You gotta understand, it's marsh, it's swamp, rising sea levels, I feel like you're investing in a sinking ship at this point. Outside of the tensions that exist in that region, it's a lot of generational stuff in that community, that state. Okay, and so hey, I get it, but it's time to find new direction, folk. All right, I call in all the appropriate spiritual and ancestral protection. Thank you. All right, let's see what's coming in for the Divine Collective. Oh, I love it. It came out in. Think about the song I was just singing. The writings on the wall. Make sure you're connected. Stumble, you might fall. Yeah, man. No, look, somebody's no longer doing it. No more dancing with the devil. No more taking unnecessary risk. No more ignoring cautions or any of that. Somebody has learned. Look, right? They get it. Ooh, I love it. Made man. Oh, we'd love to see that. We're not gonna pull too many. Oh, look what's on the bottom. The yin and yang pulling of heartstrings, soul mission. So I feel like someone is no longer denying their soul mission, their calling, their urge. You know, they're no longer dancing with the devil. They've wow, look, they're freeing themselves. I don't feel like this was an easy thing for whomever this was. This makes me feel like gang ties though, because I just cut the deck to 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Moon, Knight of Swords. Look, the Hermit seeks the star. Look at the combination right there. So someone has truly embarked on their healing journey. It has been a struggle, but they've been quietly, meditatively doing the inner work. Good job. Someone is on their way. Wow. You can feel this person's energy approaching. It's good news, I will say that. But they really are in the yin and yang energy. They're no longer seeing it as good and evil. They're seeing it more so as a cosmic force that must be balanced within each person. Look, 2 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Temperance, Sun, Ace of Wands, 9 of Swords, Page of Swords. Like somebody has gone through a dark night like you would not believe. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's important. When I say someone has seen the error of their ways, they have. They have. Wow. Archangel Michael is look, 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 look. Taming this. Look, look, look. Look at that. Oh, you like to play with magic? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? What? 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 That's funny. Someone has finally seen the light. I mean that. Like, it's so cliche. But this is someone who sits on the axis of Sag and Capricorn. For sure. Sun. Like a true cusp energy. And I feel like it's such a cusp that December 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there, like it would flip flop depending on which school of thought, philosophy in terms of astrology. It would go back and forth. And some energies, this person's going to show up as a Capricorn. In some schools of thoughts, they're going to show up as a Sag. Um, it's a 10-day window of an overlap. So it's very, very possible, like right there. Yeah, look, and here it is again, confirmed. That same cusp energy. This is a family member for somebody, or someone who is soul family, someone that you have disconnected from. You left someone to marinate and stew in their own need for contemplation. Seriously, this is somebody who was definitely sending dark energy towards you, spell work, but you bested this person. And I feel like that was probably the hardest lesson for them to learn, how much they needed healing, because I don't feel like you did anything but show up as a ray of sunshine in their life. Look, and they tried to destroy. Look, look, look. They wanted you disjointed, disconnected, wanted you out of sync because they're somewhere lost in the past of their own grief, the loss of their own youth, their own beauty, their own vivaciousness in their own way. Yeah, High Priest, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ace of Swords is right there, so sun's already out. Sun's out, guns out. Yeah. It's funny, this person wanted you to go away, and you did, right? You pulled back your energy from this person. I don't really care if they're masculine. I see made man here, right? But I feel like it's that yin energy, or excuse me, that yang energy. Yeah, this is definitely somebody from your past. Somebody, you don't even think about this person. Like Ace of Swords, like no thoughts. But they was hating on you. I don't see all the aces. Wow. Your abundance, your prosperity, your natural existence bothers them. This person wanted to have you experience some weird wounding. Right. Look at that. You let somebody, you inspired somebody. I love my plants. Look, to get on this path, to face their own inner demons, their own inner me. Get your ass. Y'all. I love my plants. I love my plants. That's all I can say. Loyalty. I really do like it because, like, that's 12th house energy, right? Piscean energy. There's a time to go with the flow and there's a time to go against the grain, right? Whatever inspiration that you have provided collective to this person to get on their soul's journey, to tame their own inner beast, you know, to walk away from all that doesn't serve them, to release themselves from emotional baggage, like they can choose themselves. Loyalty. Look, that they too can be happy, and it's not selfish, and it's okay to put themselves first. But this is very spiritual. This is, you don't see pentacles out here. This is emotional needs, spiritual needs. Wow. Look, this person was like, look, 9 of Swords is over here, right? Somebody was really feeling it. We saw the 10 of Swords, right? So we know. Look, but you definitely, aha, you got somebody mental right. Yeah, look, hold back, pull back, reserve yourself, conserve yourself. Look, 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Look, somebody was just taking care, like taking advantage of somebody's good nature. King of Cups, Queen of Swords. Look, you, feminine energy that I'm reading for in the collective somewhere has inspired this person. So there's so many people who do content, like, so you know, I don't even have to get into that. However you do what you do to inspire, help, shape, mold, that's what I'm talking about. Look, now look at him. See made man, see the emperor. Right. Look, this person could be determined to come towards you in some capacity. You don't even know this person. You don't. Yeah. Could have a past life energy. Doesn't have to, it's not now. Like, you might know them on a soul level, but you don't know them physically. Oh, excuse me. But you really help them through their darkest hours. Like, this person could have been suffering from insomnia, depression, anxiety. You know, you help them deal with their trauma in some way. Yeah, man. Carrying all these burdens, this hurt, this pain, you know, this strife, and for what? Doing it all for what? I mean, I like Drake, but you know, the song is relevant. Care for me, nice for what? Exactly. Yeah, these people was using them for the dinero. Yeah, this person wants to come towards you, and they're determined to do it. Look, 5 of Swords, 2 of Cups. I told y'all this is kindred energy. Ace of Pentacles. It might come in the way of supporting the work that you do currently also. Because this like, when I say they are invigorated and they don't want to, what do you call that? Hoard it to themselves. They want this healing to be out there for others as well. That's nice. Yeah, man. You help this person close out a major cycle. A major, and they have been struggling with walking away from somebody for quite a while. Quite a while. Okay, who was that? Let's pick them up. Ah, wait. No, that was good. Yeah, definitely. Look. And I feel like in the I'm gonna look at it in a second. But this person in a previous incarnation, I feel like they were the spiritual leader in the connection, right? But not no more. Yo, it's gonna blow your mind when you meet this person. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I know a lot of folks be, anyway, I don't even want to say that. Tell me the dynamic the last time these two met. Just one card, please. The Greco-Roman era. Interesting. So it appears there are 3. Forgiveness is the current one, by the way, is what I'm feeling very strongly. You know, there are many types of karmic relationships. They're not all negative, right? And with this sort of history that I'm picking up on, it is a type of karmic relationship, okay? Remember, karma could be good, karma can be bad, okay? It's what you do with it. What did you do to create, right? So here we are. We have Greco-Roman, we have medicine man or woman, and there we have forgiveness. Wow. I'm not going into that. I just wanted to comprehend. Fine. Purpose, forgiveness. He did show up as a King of Swords, right? All right. Unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded perspective. Okay. Ugh. I got a feeling the biggest part of this baggage, guys, comes from this one. What did they do? Ugh. So, wow. This could have been a very, very, very long separation. Let me just say this, right? In between, like, y'all could have just been missing. Like, near misses also. Look, the High Priestess Injustice just came out. That's very much giving me energy here and here. They could be together. They don't have to be different timelines, but it very well could be. But something could have been. I'm feeling betrayal. You know, once upon a time, they used to seek oracles and prophet and all of that stuff, even in the most ancient of times. They would seek out medicine men, medicine women for guidance and, you know, reading the signs and dreams and da 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 da. There was a betrayal. Yeah, power. Y'all were paired even then. But look, someone went the other way towards, I'm going to say, less spiritual practices. Someone chose, because this energy of higher and lower, I'm like, because I'm feeling that there was some weird power dynamic, that something happened. Could have been targeted. Yeah, they were the cause of someone's passing. I'm not getting into that. So, you know, loyalty, I get it. Forgiveness. There could be some resentment, some built in mistrust. Yeah, look, this is how you free yourselves. It's why this person, this made man's energy is required because the masculine's pouring, they have the upper hand. And so they're in a position to restore balance and harmony, serve up this look, I'm telling bloodsucker. Anyway, look, see, they did something to cause betrayal. Huge, huge, huge betrayal. Yeah, Ace of Swords, look, right there. And you look, y'all been doing this for a minute. So they must restore what was taken. They know this. And they've been searching, soul searching on how to do this. Because look, this dancing with the devil shit, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Seven of Swords to the devil card. It was treachery. Outright treachery to their person. They wanted power, they wanted money, they wanted all of these things of earthly delights, and they saw it and they made a choice, and they've been in some sort of hell ever since. But now they see. Now they know. Interesting. They must make peace with you. I mean that. Wow. They must. No, there's some real heavy hitters here. Look at this. Temperance is already out here. That's why it's like, no, they really have seen and received some form of enlightenment. They understand why y'all must work together, why there must be some sort of cooperation here. I want to pick these up. Yeah, it's deep healing. Deep, deep healing. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. See, this is all the more reason why that determination energy is here. I really fully feel like this energy is fighting every battle you could imagine for you, spiritually speaking. Somebody has survived a lot. Look, see? Oh. Now that's interesting. Why would they fear that they don't have enough to offer you? Interesting. That's not it. That's interesting. Whomever this person is, they truly are self-made, and so they want to obscure their wealth. They might come across a little poor on purpose, by the way. Yeah, most people who really have money are indifferent to how they appear to the outside world. They are. Anyway, this is what I'm getting. Like, this is like a literal, this person is going to present, but, oh, look at the energy. They want to make sure you're who you say you are too. It's so funny. I feel like therapy is needed for everybody. Interesting. I'm hearing, and you don't have to worry. I'll sacrifice. Mm, man. Like over and over and over again. Look, I'm hearing, I knew I loved you before I met you. That's what I'm getting here. This person feels like they dreamed you into life. A lot of music. They're sending you music. Okay. Wait, what's turned up? Look, look. Wow. They're so confident about who you are to the, like they coming. Wow. No, I really do mean like they dreamed you. They feel like they dreamed you into life. It's so weird because for some of you, you do know this person, and for others, you don't. This is your final love match, though. I want you to know that. Like, this is it. This is it. World, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, lovers, right? Her first, my last, my everything. Yo, they playing too much. That's Barry White. Yeah. And it's crazy because in some capacity, this man was a spiritual op to you. Hence this dancing with the devil. I'm gonna pick this up. They not in that energy no more. Man, that's gonna be another reason why they all up on they I'm so sorry. Let me protect you. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I didn't know you was her. I didn't know. And now I know. And now I feel so bad because look what I did. Oh my God, please forgive me. Da, 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 da. Right. No, for real. Please forgive me. Let me show you. Please, please, please. Right. All right. Let's pick these up. I don't know how I feel about that. But that soul mission, right? That calling, that pull, that tug. You're throwing no weights. Got this level. Look, divine union. Look. Oh, I love it for you. I love it for the collective. Look, 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 look. Breaking free. No more bondage. No more limitations. Yes. Love. Planting seeds. They're sprouting. Pressure creates diamonds, by the way. Anxiety, worrying, fear, trouble, concentrating. Diamond in the rough, rare, one of a kind, under pressure, overlooked, turning into something great. High vibration, abundant opportunities, healing journey. Right. This is what you're feeling. Under pressure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Ooh. Somebody really is going through the dark night. You are facing past and present traumas for healing purposes. What are you afraid of? Oh, that don't help. That don't help. Worrying doesn't bring in abundance. It's a repellent. All right, listen. I get it. You're by yourself. You're going through the dark night. It's a lot. You got to deal with the trauma, the heartbreak, and all that shit. But you're supposed to repurpose the pain into power. Self love is never easy. But you know what? That's loving the darkest part of self, all of it. Not just the fun, the charismatic. No, even the not so pretty parts, even the rude parts, all of that, the jerky parts, all of it. All of it. The foul mouth, all of it. The Vicks, all of it. It all must be loved. It all must be loved. Why? Because it's a part of you becoming this multifaceted diamond in the rough. You're already rough. Now we're polishing, we're edging. You're in the hands of the divine lapidary. Let God mold you. You're already being shaped. What are you worried about? You've already done the hard part. You separated yourself, but you're not alone. You know something's coming, but worrying's not going to happen. Help it. You need to have more optimism, more glee, more exhilaration, more zest for life about what's coming. What's right. This ain't helping. I feel like I'm still talking to a masculine energy, by the way. You know what's funny? You're becoming more emotionally balanced, controlled, empathetic. It's been a slow process. But anything worth having is worth taking your time to achieve, honestly. Which you, anyway. Wow. Please don't be in the energy of crying over spilled milk. You're not missing out on shit. You're not missing out on shit. Most of this energy of this anxiety are the people that you have closed chapters with. It has nothing to do with you. You're picking up on other people's energy. Hence this empathic shit here with the King of Cups. They're confused. They're racing thoughts about, well, why did it da 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 da. Listen, karma is real. Saturn still in retrograde. Let's see where that is. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. All right, so let's see. Actually, today would be the optimal day to socialize, by the way, if you were going to put your toe into the water. Don't let fear hold you back. There's energy in the air today of hesitation and anxiety more than anything. It's just a passing transit. Relax. Yes, you're going to have some random thoughts pop up and different things. I feel like there's some good news coming. Good news coming. Yeah. You know, Libra season is all about balancing. And so there's a lot of back and forth energy. Somebody needs to remember that you don't get more than what you can handle, what you can deal with. Again, the energy of alchemy is here, of using pain into power, pain into purpose, drive. It's you and you. You got to team up with you, okay? Got to get shit done. What do you want to manifest, though? Do you want the worries and fears and anxieties to manifest? Have you not learned this yet? I'm getting a bunch of different messages. I get it. Sometimes this shit gets intense, the dark night energy, whatever things come up for you to heal them, to not necessarily linger, but to address them in real time. I feel like what you're feeling is the end of this cycle closing. It's been a tumultuous year for the entire planet. No one has escaped the nine. None of us have escaped the shedding of the skin, the discomfort that comes with that. of creating space for expansion. Someone does want to patch things up with you. They don't know how things went so left. They really don't. Well, they say they don't, but some of them do. Somebody really is concerned that the cycle really is closed. Let's see. Let's see who this is that's so concerned with this cycle closing. Who's worried? High honor. Interesting. Wealthy man. Somebody could be nearing the end of their life too. I have to, like, that's what I got. I told you I felt like I was still talking to masculine energy. Interesting. I feel, ooh, it makes me feel like the how the mighty have fallen. Very much so. But mighty in what way? See, it's easy to be a great person when you got money and you could spread it around. But what's your soul like? What's your soul like? What did you do? Was it honest? Was it ethical? Was it moral? Did it serve your soul's growth? No, it doesn't seem like it did. Someone is experiencing easy come, easy go. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. All part of this journey. To go from high honor, man on top, wealthy man, down to feeling like you're by yourself. You have nothing yet. Even your little magical tricks and dips ain't working. You got to go through this dark night. You got to deal with the heartache. You got to pour into yourself. You'll recreate. Yes, you're supposed to feel all of this. Mistakes, disappointment, missed opportunities. Yes. Once you deal with this, your slate is clean. Now you could begin again, but maybe a better, improved version of this. Yeah, you're supposed to mature. Oh. Yeah, man. There's a lot. There's a lot. And if you're not really connected to your emotions outside that of like emotional manipulation, I'm not even joking. This is intense. Somebody's concerned about their home, their foundation, about what's to come next, how they, you know what I mean? It's like they were expecting one thing, things to go in their favor, but sudden wealth, right? Now they're like, the family room's empty. Nobody's home. They're not home. Their life has changed as they know it. They feel like they've been swindled out of their great fortune. But no, this is the universe teaching you a huge lesson to spare. This is a gift. I already feel like I know who they're talking about, but I'm not even getting into that. Right. It is. It's a gift for you to truly level up and become the man you're meant to be in your soul, in your spirit, where it counts. So this person could find themselves incarcerated. Like I said, they not home, right? This person could be fearful of death, like, or something's going to happen to them. And this person, I don't feel like they've ever been married. I feel like they've had some courtship, but now now they're thinking about it. someone whom they could have been with. See, the main male is under here, right? Who could have been their ride or die through this whole journey, somebody to work with them, work together, someone to support them. But no, this is somebody who chose business and money over everything. And now look, courthouse, bad health. They can get some sad news pertaining to a mature woman that in a not too distant horizon, something could tragic happen to them, unfortunately. There also could be news of the birth of a child. Wow. Oh, somebody whole life falling apart, especially if they in jail. Like, that's how they feel. But really, the universe is giving them a chance to restructure themselves, to truly become the man of high honor that they purported themselves to be. This is from riches to rags. But this person's health truly is suffering. Somebody really could be trying to write out their will right now if they don't have one. I feel like this man has multiple children. He's only leaving money to the girls, by the way. The boys are absolutely expected to make their own way. Somebody could be in a financial hardship also, on top of everything else. Courts take up a lot of money. Bad health and poverty. Thoughts. Somebody's like, they want to blame somebody. Who are they trying to blame? Oh, okay. Themselves. They're thinking about their life and how much time they have left with thoughts of mature man. Okay. You know, thinking about those people who were there for them or lack thereof, with community showing up. Somebody's not sleeping. They're not eating. Look. And this person feels like they were good to their community. And so they were expecting support while they're away during this time. And that's not happening. This person feels like they were very, very generous. Like I said, when they was the wealthy man. But now that somebody's in prison, right? Imprisonment. And this person needs a favor. Needs some help. And instead of assisting them, they're taking this person. I don't feel like this person got their money gently. I feel like they begged, bartered, and deal to get whatever. Some people could have even lost their life on how they got their money. People that were supposed to be, you know, in business with, in collaboration, in partnership with, working towards a common cause, a common goal. This is this person's karma. And there's women. Jesus, look, mature woman, main female, privileged lady. There's so much more to come. Distant horizon, courthouse. Holy shit. Y'all. When it all falls down. Somebody is sick. Worried, sick, financially sick. And oh, I hope it ain't the gift to keep on giving, but my God. If somebody had access to their medication, look how these cards look, right? Gift, unexpected income. See the pill, suspended, right? There's something about this 10-year block, this gap between 17 and 27. Those could be the age gaps in the victims or something like that. But I feel like without proper management of whatever this is, someone's going to spiral. Their health is going to spiral. Like somebody could be in a hospital bed right now, in an infirmary right now. Because this could also be information coming out. The pages do provide communication. And somebody could be very much worried about that. Gemini is mercurial energy. What are they worried about getting out? Like, this is crazy. Gift, like I said, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Somebody really need a handout. They do. Imprisonment, poverty, distant horizon. I'm not getting courtship traditionally. I'm getting much more maternal energy. I hope that ain't where he got it from. This could be because this person did something very foul in a courtship to a mature woman who was of high honor. Look, they could have taken something from her or tried to. Could have tried to rob you of your peace of mind. Anyway. I think somebody finally just realized the tee-hee-hee about a situation where the divine placed you. Like, I'm getting multiple messages. This is not consistent. I'm jumping around from message to message. I hope you're catching that. When the divine placed you in a situation, like hand delivered you, placed you there, right? Like offered up, like low-hanging fruit in total bait position, but you're being held by the divine, so you're okay. Now somebody's worried because whatever they thought they were going to be able to accomplish, they were not able to accomplish that. Yeah, you broke free from whatever bondage this person was trying to place you in. Thank you, Holy Spirit. There is a Gemini going through a dark night. I keep seeing that. It's a lot of Gemini energy. You hold the key to your destiny, divine union. You know, sometimes you got to put on your tiara and sometimes you got to put on your crown. Sometimes you got to entertain at the palace and sometimes you got to go to the castle. The The point is, you have every tool in your arsenal that you need. It's all about your perspective. It's all about which bag that you need to dig into. You're being told to manifest like you've never manifested in your life. It's okay for you to be a little selfish right now. You could be 29 years old. Could have been born 1992. Look. See? That energy's not coming from outside of you, sweetie. It's not. It's within you. No, for real. It's within you. You should have learned enough by now. This is about emotion. In terms of manifesting your heart's desire, this is about emotion. This is not about actual physical labor. This is not about what you need to do. This is about you getting into the vibration, sweetie. How does it feel? Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Think about that. Remember that music video? I was a little young thing. Sitting there staring at the TV like a lunatic, like God, like, whew. How Salt and Pepper say, "What a man, what a man." But you felt that coming through the screen. You understand? It's like, in your rawest, purest, most authentic form. You already know how to do this. Stop telling yourself you're not. Stop feeding into the negative thought. Look, what I say. You got to get into the vibes, baby. Be magnetic. Be magnetic. You need to sit with your thoughts. You need to conjure up the energy, the emotion. It's you. And don't think about nothing from your past. Lord have mercy. Okay? I'm told not to dig too deep into that. Okay? But it's you. You hold your key. It's your door, right? Shouldn't you have the key to your door? Right. All right. Your spiritual team is helping you through this awakening. Expect miracles. Okay? You have all the support you could possibly need in spirit. Stop. I couldn't specific. I keep getting this Gemini energy. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna leave it alone. I know what came up the other day, but I'm not trying to hyper focus. You need to get right with God. Like I said, whoever the Gemini is, right? Lovers, Dark Knight. You need to get right with God. You do. You do. You do. You need to get right with God. Cutting through the BS. Ancient Egyptian goddess Isis and miracles. She was a miracle worker, wasn't she? Wasn't she? Look, high priestess, higher level of consciousness. What was she able to do for her lover? For her brother too, but we ain't getting into that because that's gross. But it is what it is. After he was dismembered and and putting in this, and she was like, "All right, babe, I got you." She went and got all the pieces. She was, skillful. Only thing she couldn't find proper was what? The member. But even that, look, was still able to construct. You see, I don't know if y'all can see it really well, but there is a tower with a rainbow, because that's miracles, right? Because that was her soulmate. And they made a promise to one another. Okay, no problem. I listen. I listen. I listen. And the rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. Listen. I know y'all around. We not doing that. It's still too soon. I don't want to touch your energy yet. What would I say? Like to tell the divine collective? Hey Jane, how you been, sweets? Do they need to get right with God? Because somebody do. Didn't I just say you hold the key to your life? I mean, your destiny. Look, key of life, spinning the key of life. That's creator. Yes, you. Yes, that's your aunt. Not to mention, she is someone's actual divine guardian. All right, how you like that? I'm not taking a book. I'm not. Try again. The Chariot of Ascension. We kept seeing the Dark Knight, right? Ain't it right there? Look. Mm-hmm. Shuffle. Look. Jeez. All right, let's see. Why? Why did you fall? I don't. Fix your thinking. Because thoughts just fell on the ground. Okay. I just got to get the book real quick. I love that the inside of this box is this color because it's lapis lazuli, the shade, which is, prominent in ancient Egypt. All right, the key of life. Spinning the Ankh. The key of life is the mysterious Ankh, the looped cross held in the hands of Isis. This mystery is opening to you now. The Ankh portends new life being born through you now. It could be a creative sense or in a physical sense in terms of health, or even a child that wishes to be born, or a new project that needs to be created in service to humanity. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. That's been the name of the game, ain't it? Wholeness. Reforming what is segmented into something solid. Okay. Let it happen is what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing. The Ankh comes as a blessing and confirmation that new life is seeking to express itself through you now, and encouragement that you allow this to occur. Something has started to be born through you at this time. See it through, beloved. Don't let it struggle to survive from lack of attention or care, or a belief that it will not be enough in any way, or it will be too hard to handle once it is created. Didn't I just say thoughts? Thoughts fix your mind. Doubt cannot coexist in the energy of miracles, okay? Let's see. The Ankh says that new life will prevail and your creation will come to pass. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction and you have spiritual support from the unseen world. Confirmation. If you are unsure of what your creative destiny may be or unaware of the exact nature of the new life being born through you now, remember that sometimes the creation will be a project or object, a relationship or a new life. Sometimes it's even a new way of thinking that is wise and heart centered and will be available for others to draw nourishment from as an alternative to more destructive and addictive thought patterns, which humans can struggle with from time to time. There is. There is one creative process common to all humanity, and that is the birthing of the soul light into form. No matter what other forms of life are being created through you now, the mystery of the Ankh reveals that you can know for sure that you are growing spiritually. And at this time, to allow more of your soul light into your life. What this means is that no matter what the appearance of circumstances in your life right now, no matter whether you feel alive with creative flow, energized, and happy, or whether you are in despair as your old world no longer brings you peace or even seems to be falling away, your divine soul is behind it and new life is emerging. It is safe to trust and allow the process to unfold. It says, if you have drawn this oracle card along, no, hold on. No. Didn't draw that. This oracle also brings a special message to those on the creative path. If you have hit a blank page or a dry well for inspiration, if you are encountering doubt in your ability to create and flow, do not despair. The Ankh promises fresh inspiration will return to you, and you can be assured that just as the Nile floods filled with life after it has receded, so too will your creative flow soon return. Your creative days are not over. Your creative well will rise again, and you will feel youthful, energized, and full of hope and promise, inspired to create. There's a ritual reference. I'm not giving y'all that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. That's a deeper level, and we're not going that deep. La 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 la. Whatever. Not doing it. If you really want to know, the deck is available for purchase. Not through me. Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, wherever, I'm sure. All right, Merkaba. Merkaba. I'm sorry, Cherry. You got to chant it. Spiritual work for the higher initiative. Woo! So if you feel like you've been stalled out, right, on your spiritual path, you haven't. I know you've been seeing the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities. I know you have. The numbers are everywhere. If trust me, they've been telling you, get ready. Like Street Fighter, get ready. Right. All right. Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiate. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality. This is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. That's that 10 of cups, boy. Woo! It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is the spiritual gift to attain these divine purposes now available to you as the higher initiate. Oh, wow. Damn, time flies. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to live its entire life in conscious oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. It may wish to do simply because it is in the nature of all beings to eventually realize themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be available to the human expression in the physical body so it can continue with divine purpose. Those skills might be channeling divine energy or consciousness for healing, traveling easily between worlds for conscious spirit communication, gaining greater artistic or creative ability because it feels wonderful to create in any number of purposes. This oracle brings you guidance that a special spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul reach you more fully. It will be an advanced practice and it will serve you well at this time in your journey to reach higher levels of consciousness. Sorry, I assumed. To reach higher levels of capacity and spiritual responsibility that are available to you as a high initiate. Peace to you, beloved. Your spiritual work on this planet is greatly supported. The Chariot of Ascension Oracle also offers you a particular sacred teaching from the priestess of high initiates, Lady Isis. She right there. She right there. She right there. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I am giddy. Okay, half day. Okay. Absolutely giddy. This is the practice of the Merkaba, soul vehicle or chariot of ascension. This vehicle is an energetic structure of sacred geometry that strengthens and protects you, allowing for your consciousness to travel instantaneously and freely between dimensions and realities without compromising your vibration or damaging your energy bodies. The Merkaba is a vehicle of great strength and power, and it is best used with a heart dedicated in unconditional love and service. It can be used to travel on the inner planes to stars and temples of higher guidance in an instant, as well as to connect with other souls on the inner planes at various levels of evolution. It is recommended that such a practice only be used with permission granted from the soul in question and from a place of love and intention to be of healing and service. So don't just be calling on shit. You better have a purpose. You better have a rhyme. You better have a reason. Merkaba allows you to travel without unusual restraints upon your energy field, but like any powerful practice, there is a wise caution. You will travel and experience what it is in your heart. Keep your heart open and clear, and do not use the Merkaba if you are feeling uncentered, ungrounded, disconnected, or angry. It is a technique to use when you are feeling peaceful and aligned within yourself. At such times, great growth in consciousness is possible for you using the Merkaba. The Oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is a gift of high level spiritual training. Your wisdom in using what you have learned helps you make the most of this sacred gift. This oracle is as much about receiving the training as it is about knowing when to apply it and when to have restraint. The, the oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is also a confirmation that you are growing spiritually and becoming ready for greater tasks and spiritual responsibilities. If you have been considering taking a step to engage in teaching or healing, in studying or practicing at a higher level, whether spiritually or in your chosen field or profession, you are encouraged to follow your heart and your destiny and be bold. Say yes to yourself. The Chariot of Ascension speaks of rising destinies and success. That is your confirmation, folks. Yeah, there is a ritual as well. Not giving that to y'all. Not convinced that's for everybody. I'm not even feeling that. I feel like that's for like two people. Two people. Judge if you want. Don't care. Like I said, they are available at your local online shops. If it's that deep to you. Okay. Wow. Isis is with you, baby. She with you, baby. I believe in miracles. But I feel like you're a miracle worker. For the people who are healing, your words also. Right? Be bold, be confident. Know what you know and stand on what you know. All right, y'all. I am out. I hope this helped you. Love you, love you, love you. We'll do it again soon enough. Be well. Make good choices. And, that's it. Bye.